Alrighty, so me and this guy, who I believe is a family member of mine, well, it's irrelevant. We've been going back and forth the entire, pretty much the whole pandemic, kind of. And I'm going to simplify so we can all have as much of an understanding as possible. He's basically been on the whole anti Trump, pro diversity, let's make everybody but the white man better. That last part, white man part is probably more of just me being an ass about it, but that's how I view it, right? Anyway, and my whole thing has been from jump till now, freedom, freedom, freedom. Rather it's pro Second Amendment, let me have all my guns, um, for governmental, it's just the whole thing in general. Also, lower taxes. Don't make me pay for someone else, and so on and so forth. So we're going to read this, and we'll go over the rest of them. But this is the most, what I see as the most important or the most telling of the situation that me and him, as far as our back and forth, have at this moment. So I'm going to read it in its entirety. Then we're going to go over it and maybe jump to some other ones. He says, I use and have used, I'm not sure, I think that's clearly a typo. I think he says, I used to think like you. So I'll start over, but I think that's what he meant. I use and have used your way and have done things others didn't want to do. I've made the sacrifices and do really well in life considering where I come from. I'm very similar in thought to you and hold people accountable to the level in which I've lost friends and don't speak to family because we don't have similar principles. That said, I know that I'm an anomaly and have worked hard. I also know that not everyone has the same environment or biological makeup to do what I've done, so I'm empathetic. Just because you've made it, it doesn't mean that others can't if given or shown something differently. A lot of this is repetitive and is easily traced back to slavery and slaves' mentality. Add in religion and such it becomes easier to being comfortable and settle where one's at. I grind and work hard in every facet of my life. I'm confident my work ethic is equal to or better than yours. I just know that not everyone is me, and while I don't believe in perpetual aid, I can see where many may need it as a springboard to better. Let's go over a few of his points. It sounds like in totality what he's trying to say is, look, I know there are those of us who've made it out just by hard work, by sacrificing the things that we need to sacrifice where it's needed. But empathy, sad, tear fest, blah blah blah. There are people who the government made their family bloodline not able to look at the history of their family and decision makings and make different decisions. There are people who, let's do the classic, are born of single mothers and just all they know is, maybe go sell some drugs, or maybe they don't have the resource, or like when he said that and then went, but the bullshit is coming. You know it is. You can't make this point and then follow it up with and include the word accountable. Doesn't fit. But again, let's go over some actual points here. Uh, let's see. I also know that not. Let me get my pen real quick. 1 second. Alrighty. So let's. I also know that not everyone has the same environment, or even biological makeup to do what I've done. If they don't have the biological makeup that you have, why would you want to finance people who are biologically held back? They're going to fail anyway. You're going to throw your money down the drain. So why in the hell would you want to finance that? Especially through the government. How much sense does that make? And then the whole environment, what do you mean? Do you mean surrounding cast like parents, other family members that help out, etc.? Are you saying that? Because if you're, okay, let's look at someone who pretty much doesn't have anybody, right? He only has grandma, or he only has his piece of crap, uncle or somebody, and he only knows to resort to, work, either doing something illegal, or he resorts to just working a minimum wage job his whole life. You're going to throw money at that. How? Later down the line, you said, where is it? Stop. You said, where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Becomes easier to being comfortable and settled where one's at. What amount of money would take this person to turn their life around? What amount of money? Now stretch that across the amount of people that are like this, that don't have the drive, that don't have the work ethic. You can't buy that, dude. You can't buy that. So when you want to say, let's let the government take care of these problems, they only know how to throw money at it. So now what? Oh, we're going to have this program, that program, this program, that program. Only the people who have the work ethic are going to get off their ass to actually go. And the rest of the money literally just flushes down the drain, or going to the bailouts that he mentions for the other people. Well, that's in a later post. But that's the problem. That when you people think like this is the issue. You keep saying, oh, the government does stupid stuff with the money. They bail each other out. What did he say? He said it somewhere. Oh, here. You know what? Let me read my response. I said, okay, with that said, you can give to whomever you like to. Going the government route, the people you call corrupt, you only place more money in their hands, what they'll fortunately take from others. And so I said, demand lower taxes and give to whom you like. What's the issue, people? If you tell the government, hey, I don't want to send any money through you because you suck, lower the taxes. That's what we're voting for. Get rid of these programs. Allow us to put our money in our pockets, and we'll give to those whom we deem necessary to give it to. We'll come up with our programs. We'll run it. Unless, of course, you don't trust each other. And if you don't trust each other, why the fuck do you want to give each other money then? Oh my God. Think about this. If you trust that person so much that if all they just give them a chance, give them some money, give them a program, you don't trust that the people in your community can handle that? It has to be through the government. You're contradicting yourself when you say yes, but no. It's default a contradiction. So if you believe that people ought to get, there are people who should get free education because they're smart enough to make it, they just don't have the chance. You, while maximizing your payroll, your check, you can aid them. You can also, if you want, you can ask for reports. You can watch it. You can monitor it if you want. Again, you don't think this will get the best results? Who's going to hold people the most accountable? You or Biden? You think Biden can hold millions of people accountable? No. He can put some weird, awkward, one size fits all. If you don't reach this level, that means you're not worthy of another chance. That's all he can do. So why would you want to send him the money and give him the responsibility and then force me to do so as well? If you really believe in your people, you have no problem with going my route. You have no problem with hey, I want lower taxes because I'm going to take care of this problem myself, and I'm going to get fucking Uncle Ben to run this or local church, right? Because that's what a lot of you like, church people. You get the local church to do it, right? Because churches are awesome. Take money away from government, give it to your local church. We're going to run these programs for these people. How about that? And their money is by default tax free, right? So your money will go even further. Or do you not trust the people around you? Which is exactly the people who you are asking to give funding to. You cannot win this argument. You can't. All you can try to do is what he tries to do later is, do you care about people, man? Do you not want black people to make it, man? He responds with, you give too, but seem to be more okay with giving to corporate American bailouts. False. That's why this is the problem. When you're not even trying to listen. I keep telling you, if we demand that these programs be removed, and by default, the taxes would have to be removed for said programs, then we don't give as much to bailouts. At that point, it will be very obvious that they're just printing money and giving it to people. And if they're just printing money and giving it to people, well, hell, why do we need to tax anybody? You see the point here now? You see the point? Less cash flow through government, less BS they'll ever throw over your head. Less money they're able to send overseas and pissing you off while giving you $600. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't understand how this is mind-blowing to you. I don't understand how you don't get this. You keep calling them corrupt in certain ways without actually saying the word corrupt. But you keep then saying, let's do things that will demand that they demand from you more of your money to give to other people you say they shouldn't be giving to. They haven't listened to you thus far. But let me guess, because they picked some Indian black woman and some Mexican people and put them in places, oh, they've won you over again, right? Now you know for a fact that they're going down the right road. They're going down the right road now, right? Because they did this diversity stuff. Oh, he means business about giving to black people and other minorities, right? He's going to do the right thing now, right? He's talking about forgiving student loans, so therefore he cares about the little guy, right? Thing about the student loans is they've done this. Now I haven't verified the study. I never do because I'm that lazy. So you're right. You actually have a better work ethic than I do, way better. But that they've done the study. Your tax, that bailout, that student loan forgiveness, a lot of them are doctors. A lot of them are in positions in which they should be able to pay. Now, when they say a lot, I'm not sure if they mean like majority or what, but they say you're going to be billing out a lot of doctors too. And if you're like, oh, well, it's a community good. No, it's not. It's really not. Because that doctor can afford to pay off their fucking debt. They go that one size fits all. But I'm sure that's what you like, right? What else did we say? Matter of fact, how did it start? Oh yeah, he said he wants to see the people buried who ran into the Capitol. Buried? You want them killed? That seems a little over the top, little overkill. Simply for running into the house. They didn't burn it down like your Black Lives Matter. So what gives? He responds with, I want people buried for killing people. Who they kill? Who they kill? Do you see the problem now? This is the same shit y'all did with Trump and why people are so upset. You literally just made that up. You literally, excuse me, just made that up. You think it's okay to just say something because you're upset and call for people's lives? I'm really at this statement really calls into question your integrity. Seriously. He said, what do you stand for? You seem quick to play the edges, yet you do not state a position. Dude, my position has been fucking clear. It's been clear. I want more. I want to maximize my freedom. Plain and simple. That's what I want. He says, are you anti-free stuff for corporate America? Yes. People, stop fucking asking me that. Stop asking me that. Why would you, dude, am I a rich person? Do you really think that I am, no, please don't give these poor people food. And also, yeah, I'm real cool with you giving, corporate free everything, just cause. No, I don't like corporate bailouts. So I want to have less of my money. How many times I got to say that? How could I want to give them less of my money, but being okay with them using the money that they do get for their shit? How is this not self-explanatory to you? What the fuck, dude? This what y'all do when y'all do this. What y'all are doing is simply deflecting. That's all you're doing. You're trying to make it look like I'm for something that I'm not. Which to me means I already got you. It means you don't really believe in what position you have. Probably because it's not based on anything other than feeling good. He adds, nothing is free, and our taxes have been used to bail out corporate America out many times over the citizens. I'm not sure if you can say more or not, but here's why people say this. Because it's been publicized, the bailouts, people are going to be quick to say more, but don't bail us out. Every time they pay your bill, they're bailing you the fuck out. Every time they allow you to go sign up for some type of assistance because you didn't do well in life, they're bailing you out. So are they bailing them out more? I don't know. I'm not going to claim to know, but I think you really need to at least justify why you claim they bail them out more. And this is the problem that I have with you. When y'all just say shit, y'all cause me to do this, which is defending them. This is probably why y'all think that I'm on their side. Because y'all say so much goofy shit that it causes me to correct you, which by default makes me defend them. Stop saying goofy shit and you won't have me defending them. Not sure how you can't see that these companies are all about profit margins and will ship their jobs overseas to increase them. Dude, you don't think I can... Where you think I've been living? Literally under a rock? I know they ship jobs overseas. What the fuck they got to do with lowering my taxes? You think if I just pay higher taxes, they'll be like, all right, you pay higher taxes, keep them over here? No. What does that have to do with anything? Again, this is just y'all blurting shit out, and it doesn't even relate. What does shipping jobs overseas have to do with government programs. Or maybe you're saying we should have all this in place just in case nobody else has jobs. Therefore, and do y'all not understand that when this is your solution to that, you're de facto saying, hey, we should like kind of sort of not really work for these companies, but they should be taking care of us. What are they, your fucking daddy? You're still relying on them. So they ship jobs overseas, which takes from you. Your solution, give us stuff through higher taxes on them. Also you. This is also what you're saying aside of that. They ship their taxes through some overseas accounts so they don't have to pay taxes. So how the fuck are you going to get your programs? You can't be this dumb. You're saying they don't pay the taxes that you want them to pay because they avoid paying taxes. So taxing them more is going to do what? You know who can't avoid the taxes? Me. So who's really going to pay for this shit? I don't get. Do y'all think? Or do y'all really just open up Facebook and Twitter and just type shit? They avoid taxes, so we should raise their taxes. My head really does hurt. Because this is painful digesting this mentally. Oh my God. Furthermore, and this is the part I was talking about, they park their money overseas to avoid paying taxes. This is the Republican way, and you're okay with this free stuff. I mean, literally, in the same paragraph, he contradicts himself. But he doesn't see it. They don't pay taxes, you said. So we should then ask for stuff that has to be paid for through tax money, which they don't pay. So who's going to pay it? Dude. You come on, you can't be this dumb. Did you only get to where you're at because of work ethic? Because no, come on, dude. Come on. You gotta see the flaw in your logic. You gotta see the flaw in your logic. And then I respond with, the best idea I have is, you can pause that and read, I'm gonna paraphrase. It's to simply lobby for lower taxes. Demand that they tax you lower. I can't say it enough. It gives them less room for error to react or to have, in which they are taking from you and then just, combing it over your head, for lack of a better term. That's all I can think of. He says, the tax code benefit the extremely wealthy, and they've handed it down from generation to generation, way back to the Mayflower. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but I'm assuming that's like another slavery term, because we're still shackled to fucking slavery. That's what we are. Part of the reason black people can't get ahead, aside from the abortion thing, is that you all just keep thinking about that. You can say, hey, let's take the next 2 generations and live the most constructed, planned out way we possibly can. So that maybe 100 years from now, we won't be stuck still here. Because as you seen earlier, he said this dates back way back. Do we not have time to reverse it? Do we not have time to reverse it? If you can't get your fellow black Americans to come to a point in which they can reverse what's been done from slavery, 200 years ago, again, I have to ask you, giving them a government program is going to do what? And again, I just love how he hires a black woman, and you just know for a fact that the government isn't going to fuck you again. You just know it. That's not going to happen. If you're a minority, you had a late start in the game. Others came here willfully, and we came here as slaves. That said, we did not get 40 acres, and God damn it, we were put in projects which go up instead of out. What the fuck does that even mean? What? All right, whatever. We're not truly considered equals until 60s on paper, but we all know systematic racism still exists. So again, you think diversity because Joe Biden gave you that. You don't think that maybe that's an illusion. You don't think that maybe that's an illusion. Stop asking Mr. Pro-Black guy, because it sounds like you're pro-black as hell. So stop asking for the white man to colorize the White House, the Senate. Stop asking for this stuff. Fix your people from the core of them, and then build from there. Put them in position to win yourself. Than to rely on or lean on people who aren't you. Because who has their best interests at heart? You or the system that you're asking the white man to fix? Who has their best interests at heart? I guess it's the white man. So to not understand the complexities involved when we all are running the race on our backs. Dude, this analogy doesn't make any fucking sense. Please stop using analogies, people, because you all suck at them. Tired of saying that. If you're running a race on your back, what you're telling me, which I'm pretty sure you're actually telling me, is we're not going anywhere. Right, because while we're on our backs, we keep saying, hey, put somebody like me in track shoes, maybe get up and start running towards your partner and hand them the fucking baton. So at some point, maybe have somebody off and this is why I hate analogies from you people, because y'all fucking suck at them. Because I got to go through all this to make your analogy work. And while you're doing that, have somebody off to the side making shoes. So over the course of time, well, I'm assuming this race is like forever and ever, right? Because that's how the human life works. So at some point, your ability to run that race meets theirs. And then, because we're so amazing, right? That's what I keep hearing from black people. We're the greatest, and that's why they keep us down. So we take care of ourselves, and then boom, we fuck their ass up in the race. How about that? No. We just want, hey, put somebody like me on that pedestal. Get a person that looks like me the award. Thank you. Thank you, white man. Thank you. Jeez. About time we got some diversity up there. Since we were invited to the table, we've been competitive on all fronts, but it doesn't nullify the handicap. Diversity and in-conclusion plans help to propel us in the race, yet still late. I would just take it at face value, because who am I to ask for facts? So here's the thing. We do have, still to this day, historically black colleges, right? Right? We have black billionaires, right? We have black millionaires, right? We have black business owners, right? Why the fuck do we still need them? Why do we still need them? Either we can't really do what we claim we can do because we're in position to do it. Or we don't trust each other enough to do it. Or care about each other enough to do it. One way or another, the way you trying to go about it makes absolutely no sense at all. You tell me that diversity is not important, and I'll tell you in a greater detail how it positively affected you from your education, career, and ability to own a gun. Okay, what do you mean ability to own a gun? That's fucking stupid. What does diversity have to do with the Second Amendment? That's moronic. If you want to say that there are laws, I've heard gun control laws were at first against black people, but wouldn't that go against the Constitution? So how the hell is that a diversity issue? This is what I mean by simply stating shit and it means nothing. I can't have a conversation with you if you're simply going to state something and it doesn't have any place in the conversation. You thought by bringing up the guns because I brought up pro-gun earlier that this made sense. It fucking doesn't. It's an asinine statement to make. The Second Amendment is not a diverse issue. And then it says education, career. I had public school education, which I am actually against when I look at this. I don't think anybody who doesn't have kids should be forced to pay for everybody else's kid. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's okay. But diversity, dude, I went to a predominantly not black school 1 year in my entire life. What the fuck does that have to do with this? What? And that year wasn't like, the most amazing educational time of my life. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about back in the day where it was like where they first ended segregation? Let me ask this question because I've seen all the movies when I was in school. Did the black people simply not know how to educate their kids? Did we not know how to do that? Were we so dumb that we needed white people education? And I'm not trying to be an ass. That's a real question. That's an actual question. Because it seems like if that was the case, dude, based on logic, I'd have to argue the white man has done a whole hell of a lot for you to still be bitching about this system. That's the problem with this. When you keep reaching for shit to call racism or this need to be diverse, this is the problem with that. Because now white people can stand up and say, look, nigga, you wanted diversity, we gave it to you. We gave you our education. We gave you a whole lot of shit. You still mad? You still, our system is systematically racist? Nigga, we allowed you to be millionaires, billionaires, CEOs. And you still mad? Nigga, we gave you YouTube. We gave you all this shit to bitch about, and you gonna use it to bitch about us being racist still? All right, cool. We shutting this shit down. Like this is what people are talking about when y'all want to call them sellouts. This is what they're talking about. Because your rhetoric makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You call yourself a success story, but then go, oh, well, people don't have what I had. What the fuck did you have? What did you have that they didn't have? A chance? Why didn't they have a chance? Because their parents put them in a fucked up situation? Why were your black parents able to not do that to you? Huh? Why were your black parents able to put you in position to win and their black parents wasn't? Don't they both go back to slavery? Career. Nigga, I'm a truck driver. Fuck is you talking about? I drive a truck. Oh my, thank you, diversity. What do you think I do for a living? something super great or something? Why the fuck would you put career in there? Are you trying to laugh at me? This doesn't make any sense that you put this. So I responded with like, look, it must just be preference on what we desire or what we prefer. Because I prefer freedom over everything. And you provide diversity. Plain and simple. That's the best way I know how to put this at this point. Then he goes, diversity and inclusion was a lot of footsteps in the right direction for you to have your perceived freedom. I see different shackles on your ankle. So I just said, okay. Because when you want to play that game with me, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say to you? I still got shackles on my ankle. I'm still a slave, right? I'm still a slave to the man unless I agree with you. So that's the option you give me when you say that. Either I'm a slave or I agree to you. Despite the way I see it. Which to me sounds still like I'm just your slave at that point. I can't have my own thoughts or I'm a slave. You tell me how I'm not a slave at all then, with either choice. Explain to me how I'm not a slave with either choice. And again, this diversity was an inclusion. Key word. Inclusion. Included in what? Included in white people's world? I guess we owe them a great thanks, huh? It's funny how they were kneeling to us over the summer. I guess we should have been kneeling to them. They included us. Thank you, white man. Thank you. Thank you for your inclusion. Because it's because of your inclusion, that's where I am today. Again, when y'all talk like this, how am I the one with the shackles around my ankles? I am living my life. In no way am I saying some white guy or white guys in the past giving me something is where I am now. What the fuck? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Y'all, it sounds like y'all still see the world like it's 1902. Then he asked me, that's it, no elaboration. Again, elaboration on what, dude? Elaboration on what? I don't know what to elaborate on at this point. And then you can just pause that last response because that goes right back to where I started. I think he responded somewhere. No, he didn't. So yeah, that's what be right, not shackled. I'm out.